Hello, a quick disclaimer for our YouTube audience. So we forgot to push the record button or didn't push it properly. So what you're seeing here is us posing for the thumbnail. And once this is over, this will just be a picture of the actual thumbnail. I hope you still enjoy the show, and I promise next time there will be a video again. So until then, enjoy.
Bubble tea and sauerkraut. Bubble tea and sauerkraut. Bubble tea and sauerkraut.
Bubble tea and sauerkraut. You press record, right? How is it even gonna work?
I don't know.
Wow.
What?
Nothing.
What? Is it recording?
Yes, it's recording. You have to put your bag on your lap so that everyone can see it.
But it's not sponsored.
So, no, it's about like the whole setup.
Put it there. Yes?
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, wait. Okay. Hello, and welcome back to your favorite irregular podcast, Bubble Tea and Sauerkraut. I am Matthias, aka Sauerkraut.
I'm Ben, aka Bubble Tea.
Nah?
Nah?
I think the day has come. Okay, before we go to that point, can we please pay attention to Ben's outfit today?
Oh, hello, people.
He's specifically dressed up as
Successful businesswoman.
and
My blazer.
It's his blazer,
My shoulder.
your shoulders.
Yeah, my shoulder.
Okay.
The shoulder pad.
Also, does it actually have shoulder pads in it?
Doch, it's a suit.
Oh, it does. It needs to be more. It needs to be like, was this the 80s? Yeah, it was the 80s, right? We have like these insane shoulder pads.
I mean, this is big enough for me.
Okay. Yeah, but in the 80s, like even like you had like huge, but anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
And your fancy little bag.
With my drink in it.
That you...
Sorry, I keep hitting the microphone.
Yes, I can tell. Why?
Also has my phone in it. Businesswoman always stays in business. Sorry.
I feel like you're some kind of like white trash beauty YouTuber.
Yeah. Oh, they do like this.
I don't think you have to like what for the ones who are just listening or watching, but just like held up his bag and did the thing with his hands so that the camera focuses on it. I don't think you need to do that with bags. Isn't it more like if you have like a tiny
tiny stuff. The bag is big enough, although it's still very tiny.
But I mean, you're living the fantasy, so you have to do it.
Yes.
That's part of it.
Yes. It's my New Year gift from my mother. Oh, thank you, mother.
What's going on today?
I don't know.
See, that's why I tell you to not drink before the podcast.
Well, you didn't say no, so I just had a little bit of drink, and then you said, "Let's do the podcast now," and I was like,
Wait, no. I said, I warned you before we had dinner. While we were out to get dinner, I was like, oh, and then maybe afterwards we do podcast. And you were like, yeah. And then we then digested and watched a bit of TV. And then you were like, after like 10 minutes, you were like, oh, my drink is empty.
It wasn't 10 minutes okay, it's 15 minutes.
Not good.
Yeah, and you also had some sip.
Yes, I then had a sip when the drink was empty and it was just sitting there until the ice melted.
No, I was still like enjoying the melting ice.
The what?
The melting ice.
Yes, and I just got melted ice. Anyways, okay. No, that's good.
Mm.
No, I mean, but I think you were the same in the last podcast, though.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that.
Sana, that's my style now.
That's your style now.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Own it. Embrace yourself, baby.
So as you guys might be able to tell, we have now reached the point at, what episode is this of season 2? Episode 4?
3. 4.
4. I think it's 4.
Yeah.
And we already ran out of things to talk about. So we're just like desperately sitting here like...
I mean, we always don't have... we didn't...
Yeah, we never really have a subject.
Exactly.
I think that was kind of the idea for this season.
Yeah.
Because last season I was always like, oh my god, we need something to talk about.
Yeah.
This has to be something to talk about.
Yeah. But no, it's okay. This season we just chill and chat.
Chill and chat. So, how was your week?
My week's okay. The business was alright. Yeah, das war's.
Cool. All of our appliances keep breaking.
You mean
the fridge and the
Wi-Fi,
the vacuum,
the buzz.
What buzz?
The buzz, our doorbell.
No, that thing has been broken since we moved in.
Okay.
My treadmill.
Yeah, and the fan is also making some weird noise.
Yeah, but I think that's just like sometimes when there's a little bit like dust stuck in it or something.
Is sure?
I think so. I keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the fridge broke so many times now that the repair guy knows my name.
Yeah.
And when he showed up, he was like, "Oh, how are you?" I'm like, "Oh, like I saw your name." I thought like, "Oh, poor him." And I'm like, "Oh, wow."
Yeah, you guys are like buddy.
Yeah, we're buddies. I mean, I did tell you that like when not this fridge, but the one I had before it got switched. Anyways, he came by. I think this is like the 4th time he's been here. And after like the second time, or like at the second time, we like started chatting, and like because we had to wait for things, I forgot what it was. Yeah. And I remember then I was like, "Oh, he's so nice. Maybe I can like play matchmaker and set him up with one of my friends." Because I mean, is this racist? This might be racist because he told me he's half Filipino. And I have another friend who's half Filipino. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God, a match made in heaven.
Oh God.
Or is this like when, you know, like when you meet someone, like, and someone says like, oh, I have another gay friend, like Marco. And then they're like, do you know Marco? And you're like, how? Well, you're both gay. I think I'm just doing the same thing. Kinda.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
But I didn't ask if they knew each other. I don't think they did because then I told her about it and she said she doesn't know him. Because that would be embarrassing if I like tried to set them up and then it turns out they're like cousins or something.
Kinda, yeah. And also your friend has a lot of cousins.
I think she has a normal amount of cousins.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think, first of all, I think it's...
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but I mean, there are two things. First of all, I think she just like stays in touch with pretty much all of her cousins. While you're like, wow, you have a lot of cousins. And then she also does the thing that you do when you like tell me a story about like, oh, my cousin had a child. And I'm like, heh, aren't you like the second oldest cousin? And you're like, yes, but my other cousin, she's like 45. And I'm like, heh, that doesn't make sense. And then it turns out either it's not even in any way someone who is related to you. It's just someone like one of your mom's friends' kids or something. Or it's like your mom's cousin.
No, I don't do that. I really have like cousin who's 45 years old.
Hey, but I thought I met all of your cousins.
No. I have so many cousins.
Wait, so all of the people I met are from your dad's side? At that new, like that... what's the word I'm looking for? Anyways, at the New Year's party.
Yeah.
Like those, and I thought on your mom's side there were like 2 or 3.
Cousins.
Yes, cousins are the kids of your aunts and uncles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of aunts and a lot of uncles.
What? Are we just like totally
What's
confusing
going on
each
right
other?
now? So see, yeah, I have a lot of uncles.
No, but what I mean, oh god, this is gonna be such a boring episode for people to listen to, where we just like confusedly look at each other and be like, I have uncles.
No, like my mom, she has 2 older sisters. One older brother and one younger brother.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hey, how?
I don't know. For some reason, I always thought like, oh, that's like your dad's siblings? Because I met all of them at that New Year's thing.
Yeah.
And then for some reason I thought your mom had like either none or like one or so.
No.
Ah, so.
And beyond that, like my dad, he has 2 brothers, 1 sister. Yeah.
Yes, but the kids are all younger than you.
Yeah, because my aunt and my older uncle, they didn't have kids. Only the younger uncle, he has.
Wait, so all of
like
them were
5 kids or
his
something?
kids?
Yeah.
But she was also pregnant when I saw her.
Yeah.
No?
I think they have 5 now or something.
Wow.
4 or 5, I don't know.
How can he even afford that many children?
But then in our content, there's also more cousins. Like, for example,
In your content?
like in our culture.
Ah, so okay.
Like, cause we have uncles. like my dad's cousins, they're also our uncles.
Yes, that's what I'm like saying.
Yeah.
That's why, like, then sometimes I was confused because for me, a cousin, and I mean, we then say like, oh, I think in German it's like Großcousin, so like great cousin. I think in English they say like cousin of, like third cousins or something like that.
Cousin of a third cousin. What
No,
does
just
that
like
mean?
just like third cousin, I think.
Okay.
Okay, no, never mind. But yes, I don't even know how we started talking about
I don't know
this.
either. Because you thought I don't have any cousin.
No, I knew
Or
you
you
had
said
cousin.
I just like randomly just tell you that I have a cousin who like da 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 da.
Oh, because we talked about the fridge and so on. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but anyway, so I think we established you have a lot of cousins.
Tons of them.
Some are older, some are younger.
Yeah.
But the majority are from one uncle.
No. Like from my mom's side. There's
Wait, we need to cut this. Hold on. Oh, sorry, I was just dying there for a second. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, other than that, with our New Year's resolutions, you still haven't bought anything for yourself.
For myself.
Oder? I mean, the bag was a gift.
Yeah. But I mean, like anything that didn't.
Yeah, but we already said that's just like a stupid loophole.
I don't know. Maybe we should like think about this New Year resolution.
But you did so well. And there's only 11 more months to go.
Which is a lot.
I know,
Think
it
of
feels like
it.
the year's already so long.
Exactly. I think they made this like a new rule. Like each month I have this. I can.
Oh, like you change your New Year's resolution.
Yes.
Or like in general your resolution.
Yes.
I mean, the month is almost over. Today is the 28th.
I have to
Oh,
admit,
yeah.
I keep something for myself.
Okay, but anyway, so today's the 28th. So what is your resolution for next month?
I maybe just keep 1 or 2 stuff for myself.
So it's going to be like, okay, in February, resolution is to like only buy 3 things for yourself. In March, it's like to only buy 6 things for yourself. And this keeps going up and up and up.
Yeah, like February 2, March 3. You know the math.
Okay, anyways, while Ben is failing at his New Year resolution, I'm doing amazing with my resolution of investing into financial stock market things. I celebrated a great success of losing 4,000 euros. But I'm just gonna like be strong and just keep the stock and hope they go back up. Because for some reason I thought, oh, they can't go any further down. But then the other New Year's resolution with the workout, we're doing very well.
Yeah.
We still happily do our yoga with Adrian, even though today we hated her.
Oh, today was so harsh.
And I added my little strength workout band exercises that I do 4 times a week.
Yeah.
And there's a question I have for people who do work out regularly. At some point, like, are your muscles no longer sore? Because I feel like my muscles are just like sore 24/7. It's like I wake up and I'm sore. And then around noon, I'm like, oh, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Mm-hmm. And then I do my other workout. And then they're not sore, but like super tired. And like if I do arm stuff and then afterwards I like want to drink something and my arm just goes like shakes and and then then I go to bed and I wake up sore and then I do the whole thing again. This can't be life. This can't be how it is if you like work out regularly. At some point it has to stop, right?
No, maybe that's the tea.
But why do people keep doing it then?
I don't know.
And I'm not even getting skinnier. I do feel skinny, but I think this is like my toxic trait. It's like I feel fat and then I do one tiny thing of like not even exercising, just like I move a little bit. Like, would be enough if I go for a walk and then I'm like, oh, I feel so skinny now.
Sure, I mean that's not that bad, or not?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
I don't think it's good either.
Shit. No, I feel like people just like get used to the soreness, maybe.
You just get used to the pain?
Yeah. It's like...
And then you just like move on?
It's like anal sex.
Oh, God. This took a weird turn all of a sudden.
I don't know. I mean, like, maybe then you have more muscle, then you don't feel that often. Or
well,
that
I hope
intense.
that happens one day.
I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, if I keep going and in like 6 months, I'm still like super sore all the time. I'm like, okay, this is bullshit.
I think it might be taking longer than 6 months.
But I mean, I also gonna like make the workouts more intense, right? I mean, that's kind of the idea.
I think that's why people need like personal trainers, that's all, so they can explain anything to you or tell you how to.
Maybe I should just
deal
Google
with
it.
Yeah. Why didn't we think of it?
I don't know.
How sportler deal with their soreness?
Oh my God, you're so German now.
What?
Like sportler.
Well, out of sport,
athletes? Sportler is just the German word and you just pronounce it English and you were like, sportler.
I legit forgot about athletes.
I just love the word sportler because that's also such a German thing to do.
Well,
and I mean, you're turning German more and more. Like today, when I came into the kitchen,
yes,
and you were sitting on that little step stool we have, like I think you even had something to drink in your hand. You just like stared out the window. Then you like the main thing was like you were looking at the postman, hoping he's gonna bring you one of your orders. But then you were just staring at him, and then 5 seconds you're just like, so what are the other students like? Oh, the neighbors are having a dog party. Gross. And that is such a like old German lady or man, I think, also like thing where they just like sit at their window and see, do the neighbors do they separate their trash properly? Do they clean the street when it's their turn?
I mean, yeah, I think my mindset is very German, I have to say. See, I like crochet, or...
Is that a German thing?
I don't know.
I think it's just an old people thing.
Yeah, I'm just old. Like punch needle, I also want to do.
I want to do that too, though. Why haven't we done that yet?
I don't know.
Because I need a hobby. I want a hobby.
Yeah, see?
We can no longer be like every evening, just like sit in front of the TV. TV? No, I think I said it right?
We can say television.
Television. Sit in front of the television and watch...
the telly.
Telly? The British do that.
Or Australians.
I don't know. No, I think the British, though.
Okay.
Anyways, just sit there and like watch the 100th episode of Superstore.
Which is super fun.
It is very funny. Highly recommended. Watch it. But, oh no, you took it out of the bag.
Because I think it's too funny.
You killed the illusion.
I can drink it and...
Just hold it.
Hold it while I drink it.
Oh, so sexy. You keep it in the microphone. Anyway, so yes, I'm desperately looking for a hobby. I mean, I kind of dove back into like nostalgia because I bought my first Pokemon game in over 20 years. And it's like also like the one I bought is like the remake of the very, very first one I ever played. But like with every video game, I play it for like 3 days very extensively. And then I get bored and I'm not even halfway through. And then I see a new shiny video game I want, so I just buy that.
Maybe you can resell them then if you don't want to play.
No, maybe then. But I'm also like, you know how when you like, they don't play with a toy and you're just sitting there and you're bored and you take the toy and just look at it and it's like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then the kid comes running over. It's like, I wanted to play with this. I had it first. You know the phenomenon?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Huh? Why do we just confuse each other? No, I'm sure you've seen this. Like, let's say, okay, you're playing with our niece. You know which one? The one that starts with A. Oh, there's two that start with A. The older one that starts with A.
I think 3.
No, niece only 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, and you're sitting there and you're kind of bored, and you take one of the dolls and you're like, oh, and you're like, because you're bored, you need to kill time. And then she comes across like, oh, and grabs us she sees someone else play. Anyways, long story short, this is how I am with video games. This is how I am with video games. Or at least I'm worried it's gonna be like that, because I'm already like this when I on my computer deinstall one I haven't played in half a year, and then 2 days later I'm like, oh, I really feel like playing it now. So
I understand.
So anyways, I need a hobby.
Okay.
We need a hobby. And this doesn't count. Well, you need a hobby too.
I have my hobby.
Shopping is not a hobby.
I sometimes crochet.
You haven't crochet, but the crochet for you is oh God, I can't speak English today anymore. The crocheting with you is like me with video games. You do it very, very intensely for a couple days, buy all of the stuff, and then don't touch it for 12 months. And then something happens, and then you do it very intensely for 3 days, and then buy all the stuff, and then drop it for 12 months. So, we need a rotation maybe. We need 12 different hobbies. So we can each do a month before we get bored with it.
I mean, I'm not very busy.
What do you mean? You're not. What are you even busy with? Today, pretty much every second day, you're like, oh, today no good business day. No one bought anything, but I bought 30 different things that will arrive tomorrow. What? Don't give me that look. You know it's true.
No. It's okay. It's all right.
Okay, then I need a hobby. But it needs to be something easy that I don't get bored of, right? Oh God, I'm never going to find a hobby.
Is it?
Yeah, but maybe I should buy punch needle. Try punch needle.
Oh.
I mean, this was kind of a shorter episode, but before we just desperately try to find stuff to talk about while nothing happened. Because it's still Corona, it's winter, nothing happens. So, thank you for listening and watching. If you have any idea what kind of hobby I could start, write it in the comments. And until then, this is a very abrupt end, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all of a sudden.
I don't know, do you still have anything you want to talk about?
No.
See?
Oh, it's neighbor.
Yes, it's
Visual has something weird. Okay.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Anyways, this might be cut out. If not, you just listened to silence of 30 seconds while Ben was trying to figure out what this sound was. If you want more of this riveting content that we delivered you today, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, everything. And then we will hear you, I want to say next week, but I'm just going to say the next time we feel like it. So until then, 再见.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Today was very random.
So random.